Day number 29, and we're almost to the end. And today we want to talk to you about partnering like a warrior. We want to encourage you to have some continued success. And one of the greatest ways that you can do that is by getting with someone, an accountability partner that can continue to pray, that you can encourage to pray, and that they can encourage you as well. In Ecclesiastes 4:9, you know the verse, it says, "Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow, but woe to him that's alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up." And so we want to encourage you to continue on in your success. You've been 29 days now in praying and being consistent with that, and we want to see you continue to move forward, and also that God would use your success to encourage someone else to begin praying like a warrior as well. Any thoughts on all that?
Being consistent with anything is hard for me. Like simple things. Like I probably took, I'm gonna say, 7 total prenatal vitamins throughout all the pregnancies with my children, and it's a wonder they came out with 10 fingers and 10 toes, all of them.
You had more
because
soft
I struggled
toppers.
with being consistent, and being consistent with anything is kind of a new thing in my life in the last 2 years. So one thing though that's really helped me is accountability, simple accountability. Writing down your weekly goals on a piece of paper. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, your goals on the side, and the top 2 goals should always be Bible and prayer. When I started being really consistent in prayer, I wasn't consistent in the Word of God, and one of the things that I prayed over myself every day was, God, help me to be a student of the Word, because I wanted to be someone who studied the Word. And it took me a couple months to get faithful in the Word of God it took me a couple months of praying that I would be faithful in the Word of God before I actually was. And so just developing just the consistency to pray, if nothing else, and it's going to help you in every other area of life. But just with that goals sheet, I would write out my goals for the week: Bible, prayer, drinking enough water, whatever it is that you're desiring to be consistent in. And no matter what, I was going to get that check mark on there for that day because I had sought accountability, because I had sent a text to somebody saying, here's my goals for the week. And by Friday, I'm going to send you a picture of the good, the bad, and the ugly, whether I prayed once or all the days. I'm going to send you a picture of my goals. So someone asked me one time, they said, if my life is just in total shambles, what's one piece of advice that you'd give me just for someone whose life is just all over the place? And I said, goals, like clearly out, put them on the refrigerator, like make yourself accountable, because it's humbling. So God gives grace to the humble. So many Christians pretend like they pray, but they're not praying. Not that I know, but I just know because I wasn't. And so make yourself accountable and say, I'm really struggling. Would you please pray for me that I will pray every single day this week? So with that. Also, it's a burden of my heart specifically, and therefore yours, because now I've put it on you. But, starting this prayer journal thing for us, it grew out of a desire for me to be used of God to change the world. And I was praying that one day, surrounded by piles of dirty laundry, laughing at the stupid prayer. God, use me to change the world. I cannot even stay on top of my laundry, but use me to do something great. And in that moment, I thought, but you know what I'm doing right now? I'm praying in spite of my challenges, and I'm seeing God answer prayer. And the Lord spoke to my heart, maybe Jenny, you could inspire other people to pray. And I thought about the little simple prayer journal that was in my hand. And at the time, God had been teaching me some principles out of the story in Luke, where he used just 5 loaves and 2 fishes to feed over 20,000 people. And I thought about that story, and I thought, okay, it wasn't enough. I'm not enough. I'm not enough to change the world. I'm not even enough to minister to my church. It's just not, I'm not enough. I'm not even enough to minister to my family. There's not enough of me to go around. I'm one person. But I'm willing and I'm available, just like those 5 loaves and 2 fishes. And in the hands of Jesus, it multiplies because it's about how great God is and about his miracle working power. And so, God, here I am. I'm willing and I'm available. These prayer journals, what is it? It's just a book. It's blank pages. But God, in your hands, you could use us, you could use this simple tool to inspire people to get off the sidelines and in the fight, praying for spiritual victories and defeating Satan. I think about how there's 68 people in this prayer challenge right now, and I'm telling you, it makes me want to just stand on top of this kitchen island and jump up and down, because there's 68 of you, Lord willing, maybe, I know none of us are perfect, but that are off the sidelines and are praying, and that many spiritual victories are happening. So I prayed in connection to that story. God put the number of 20,000. I'm praying kind of secret. Like, I haven't told everybody that, but I'm praying that God would allow us to get 20,000 prayer journals in the hands of people, that we might encourage 20,000 people to pray. So I'm not so interested that people will buy them as I am that I want them to use them. So that's really what it's all about, is just inspiring 20,000 people to pray. So
one of the reasons
find someone to do it,
to
add to the 20,000.
There you go. That's what I was going to say.
Oh.
If you can, if you know somebody that could be helped by this or be a blessing to it, if you could, share the Facebook page or just let them know about it, share the website, so that we can continue on. It also would help you maybe in accountability for the next 30 days that you go through it. But ask someone to come along with you and begin this lifelong discipline of praying like a warrior. One more day.